Day 71! The day started off with me running around trying to find a horse to tame, and I found two, which was really lucky because I did not search for long. But they both have bad HP, so I headed over to these black horses that I also saw, and this HP was really good on this horse. So I tamed him, headed back to base, and started filling in the gaps on where I left it only 3 blocks wide instead of 4 blocks wide on the bridge. Made a diamond sword, and then I headed to the bridge and started placing torches 6 blocks apart from each other so that no mobs would spawn on the bridge. I worked through the night, and once I finished, I went to bed. The next morning, I ran towards the village. I think I was going to go explore it, but then I saw this donkey, and I just turned around. I don't know why. I should have just gone through with it. Then I made this bow and this fishing rod and started carving out this area for a nether portal, but about halfway through, I realized that I didn't even have enough obsidian to do the nether portal, so I headed to the broken nether portal and grabbed some more obsidian. I finished the portal, and then I went to bed. The next morning, I didn't waste any time. I just lit the portal and hopped straight into it. The spawn wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. It was just a little crowded was all, and that was just a little annoying to me. So then I got some soul sand with what was left of my shovel, and afterwards I worked on getting some glowstone from the ceiling. And then I saw this guy to the side, and I just had to take care of him. He was shooting at me. I don't know what else to do. I mined the quartz out of the ceiling and then saw these two next to each other, and I just had to take care of them because they would have killed me if I didn't. So then I started exploring, marking my path with cobblestone back to the portal, grabbed some more quartz. I was just getting the quartz for mostly levels, and then I headed back to base. Once I got back to base, I started replacing the torches with some glowstone. I hope to do this to the entire base because the torches are kind of lagging me. I got prot 4 legs, which was really lucky, and then I saw I could get prot 3 on my chest. Got a silk touch book, got an unbreaking 2 book, got an unbreaking 1 book, and then it was night outside, so I went to bed. The next morning, I went straight back to the nether. I started marking my path with deep slate as well because I had way more of that than I did of cobblestone to waste, and then I just kept getting quartz so I could get levels, ran into a bunch of these guys, kept getting glowstone so I could replace those torches, and I just kept exploring. Then eventually I went back to my base and went to bed. The next morning, I was back in the nether grabbing some more glowstone, grabbing some more quartz for some more levels, and then I headed out of the nether. I started replacing the torches with glowstone again, and I replaced 55 blocks worth. Like I said, I want to do the whole island, so that wasn't a ton, but it was a lot. And then I enchanted this sword with sharpness 4, and it had knockback 2 and unbreaking 3 with it, which was really cool. I enchanted a few more books with some other stuff, and then I put fire aspect on my sword as well. Made another pickaxe and enchanted that, or repaired my pickaxe, put lure 1 on my fishing rod, and then I headed over to the sheep farm and started killing these red sheep because I needed these sheep to disperse and actually start growing wool instead of just being naked. Then I headed back into the nether, started mining some more quartz and exploring, looking for another fortress. I tried to use a strider, but I've never used them before, so I had to look it up, and I just realized that I needed a warp on a stick, which I did not have, so I just took the L. I killed this ghast, I found the warp that I needed, the fungi, and then I found this warp biome, which was sick. I decided it was time to head back to the overworld, and once I got back, I crafted all of the quartz that I had into blocks. Then I started replacing more of the torches with glowstone. Then I enchanted some more of my books, and I actually got luck of the sea on my fishing rod. Then it was raining, which was really good because if you don't know that, it gives you an increased chance to catch things while it's raining. So I fished all through the night until it stopped raining in the morning, and once it stopped raining, I ended up with just a few saddles and nothing really else special except for this power 3 bow. And then I deforested a little bit, went to bed. Next morning, got some deep slate, replanted all the trees, made a shield, and then headed back into the nether. I farmed a bunch of quartz and started just exploring, getting some more glowstone, killing some of these guys, and while I was getting shot by 2 ghasts, I killed this one and ran away from the other one because I was really scared. I found this basalt biome, and I saw this nether portal at the bottom, so of course I just started heading down to it. There's these 2 magma blocks just protecting it, and I only got 1 magma cream from them. This chest actually had some glistening watermelons, which was really nice, and I carried what I could, and then I grabbed this block of gold at the top and started heading out and started heading back. I actually killed this ghast with its 1 fireball, which was really sick. I headed back, made some quartz blocks, deposited all of my items, and then I replaced some more glowstone, or some more torches with some glowstone. Got prot 3 on my chest, aqua infinity on my helmet, prot 2 on my boots, prot 4 on my, unbreaking on a lot of my armor, power 4 on this bow, and I started getting some feathers so that I can make arrows. Then once I left the barn, it was the next morning, so I just got ready for the next 10 days.
Wake up in the mornings with some gas, I feel lovely. Yo, this in my line, she keep saying that she love me.